You guys loved my last video, but I couldn't help but notice that I only gained a handful of subscribers, and do you know why? It's because I literally forgot to ask you. It's my fault. It's 100% my fault. Please help me atone. Please just hit the subscribe button. And you know what? I'll make a friendly challenge. Hit the subscribe button, and then at the end of this video, which is only going to be a couple minutes long, if you think I didn't deserve it, you can unsubscribe, and you can even leave a nasty comment that's like, Benjamin plays Rust more like Benjamin plays Suck, and you can do whatever you want, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Valhalla. This is a build that's out of me and Jeremy's comfort zone, honestly. We usually build post-apocalyptic bases in Rust, but the theme on the Art of Rust this wipe was Vikings. And we said, what can we build that will just be magnificent? Something that neither one of us had ever seen before in Rust, and it's the Gates of Valhalla. So, if you're ready to ascend, then we are too. Everything you see is built by hand. The mountains to the left and right, the gates, everything is built in Rust. No prefabs or anything like that. When thinking about building Valhalla, we were thinking whenever you pass through the fog, whenever you ascend, you have to pass through a layer of fog, and there needs to just be something absolutely breathtaking at the end. And we thought, and we thought, and we thought, and we eventually came to the idea of what if it's like a giant Viking weapon, and then of course the hammer, the Mjolnir and legendary weapons of its status is the first thing that came to our mind after that. And with the plugins on the Art of Rust, we have the items needed to do it, and this hammer took quite some time to place. Like, I'm not kidding you, the first time I placed it down, to get it right took a couple of hours. It was very, very difficult. So I just want to stress that what you see here is not something that you can just come in and just slap down. It's a lot of carefully placed items, because some people see the trees and the logs and stuff, and they think that it's just something that it's just point and click in easy mode, but that's not the case. There's a lot of artistry. Is that a word? Artistry. Jeremy, is artistry a word?
Let's just go with design.
There's a lot of design that's involved with using the plugins and the extra items that are available in the Art of Rust. So we're really happy with the result.
Hey, Benjamin.
Yes.
Benjamin, for these trees, for example, there's lots of different variations of the trees that can be used, and we had to cycle through them and figure out the ones that had a branch that comes off that could look sort of like a rafter in this big Viking hall. And Benjamin also said he wanted it to look kind of like the skeleton structure of a Viking longboat, and so we wanted to incorporate that as well. And so a lot of this is much more intentional than it might look initially. We also had to mess with the scaling of the items, which you can do on the Art of Rust as well. With the nature items anyway, you can scale them.
Exactly. Major props to Jeremy for getting this transition right. We knew we wanted a transition, but it took just so much time to figure out how do we make the fog. You know, anyone can put down fog in Rust, but how do you make the fog blinding, and how do you make it to where it's not gonna swamp out everything else and drown out what you see after the fact? And putting them up top was finally the key to it. It creates like this really cool photonic barrier whenever you enter, just how you'd think that entering the pearly gates would actually be.
Love the sunset.
Yeah, that was a big part of the location also, is the location had to be right. We obviously we wanted it in the snow biome, but that couldn't happen on with this proc gen map because the snow biome was in the wrong location. And we wanted it to look out over the open sea and have an open sky as the primary backdrop, so we built it over here in the jungle biome, but we made our own mountains. Carefully aligned them to make sure that Valhalla was snuggled in between them, but also isn't drowned out by the rocks and the mountains either. Now, if you guys thought that this was just the most uninspired, boring base you've ever seen, then go ahead and hit the unsubscribe. But if you enjoyed it, just leave the button as it is, because I know you clicked the subscribe button when I asked you earlier, right? Right. Also, I don't monetize my videos. I'm not doing this for money. None of my videos have the money mode activated. I don't do sponsorships. I don't make y'all sit through that. So I just want to see the channel grow and show my bases to more people, because the awesome comments that you guys leave are inspirational to me. So hope to see you in the next video. Benjamin and Jeremy, out.